Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name's Sarah and I'm the mom of a 20-month-old little boy. And today I'm going to be showing you my front entranceway and how I've set it up in a Montessori style. Entranceway is probably one of my very favorite areas of the home in terms of how I've set it up Montessori style. It was also one of the first that I did. It's really easy just to put up a couple of hooks. You can just use command hooks. That's what I used at first. In terms of the shoes, I just put them in some baskets at the bottom. It's summertime right now, so I have some sandals and some shoes set out, but in the wintertime, I usually just have a pair of shoes and a pair of boots set out. I really want to emphasize when doing the front entranceway, what I've kept in mind is keeping it super minimal in terms of choices. So I try to practice minimalism as much as I can, and this is a great area that I really try to keep it that way. So I do have more shoes for him, but I have them kind of hidden away in my storage closet so as to not overwhelm him with choices, because I do want to give him those choices, and if there's too many then it just gets crazy. So last winter I just had one pair of boots and one pair of shoes out for the whole winter, and that was good enough for him. He was younger then, and this summer I started putting out 2 pairs of sandals and 2 pairs of shoes. And basically I say, you know, we're gonna wear shoes today. Which pair of shoes would you like to wear? And I give him that choice. He loves to wear rain boots these days, which is adorable. And like, you know, usually I'm just like, sure, if you wanna wear rain boots today, that's fine. But I will admit that I do hide them away some days when I really don't want him to wear the rain boots and we have like a place we gotta go and I want him to look cute. So, you know, your discretion there, but that's what I've decided to do. So I just put a basket so it's really obvious, you know, shoes, sandals, and then he knows when we're about to go that he is to sit on his chair, and we practice putting the shoes on. Sometimes if I'm in a rush, I'm not gonna lie, I'll just pop them on him. I try. And then when we come in, I try, this is very difficult these days, but I try to stop. Oh, okay, we gotta sit in the chair, let's take off our shoes and wash our hands. First thing we do when we come in the door. This is incredibly hard these days, but that's like, you know, in a perfect world, what I would be doing. So with the hooks, I have 2 hooks for jackets. So in the wintertime, that's gonna be like snow pants and a jacket. In the springtime, that might look like 2 lighter spring jackets. I have acquired quite a few jackets these days, and basically, again, I just keep the ones that I don't want him to use that day away and keep 2 options out for him, and he can just choose between those 2. And then the little wooden thing with the sunscreen here, that is where I just keep his hat. Same thing, I just put 2 hats out at a time, and he gets to choose out of the 2 hats. So you will notice that I have some rings on the jackets here. I got this idea from Melina Sakati. I don't know if that's exactly how you pronounce her name, but I'll leave the link to her channel below. And what they are actually shower curtain rings. I believe she also said that you can use binder rings, but the ones I found were shower curtain rings and they work just great. Any kind of ring that you can put through the hook on the back of the jacket, and it just makes it easier for their little hands to be able to grab a hold and learn to put the jacket onto the hook. And I've been using this trick since he was probably about 12 months old, maybe even slightly before that. It took him a while in the beginning, but now it's just so easy for him to be able to hang up his jackets on those hooks. Now you can see here on this one jacket, there is a little hook that I just easily was able to put that through. But if there is no little hook inside the jacket actually sewn in, then what I did, like with this Old Navy one, is I just cut in the tag a couple of little holes on the sides and just kind of threaded it through myself. So either way, and you might think that it looks uncomfortable for the littles, but actually he's been wearing them forever and it's never once bothered him. And she said the same thing about her daughter at the time. They just actually lay flat on their back and they don't feel it at all. So it's super easy and super simple, very cheap way. I just got these at the dollar store and made everything just so much easier for my little guy to be able to hang up his jacket. And the other thing I wanted to mention, you'll notice that I have these 3 bins here as well. So these 3 bins are bins that have just extra clothing for us in there. Because we're living in a small space, what often happens is one of us will be in the bedroom, whether that be George or Dave or I, and the other 2 of us will be out here and will need clothes but don't want to go in and disturb the 3rd person. So we have these clothes just here in these bins. Even if you don't live in a small space, I feel like this is really handy to have on another level of your home. So we just have grab, you know, like a pair of sweatpants, a tank top or a t-shirt, a fresh pair of underwear and socks, and, you know, whatever you think that you're gonna need, and that's just kind of always on hand in those baskets, and I just check them when I do my laundry and make sure they're all filled up with a couple of options, and it's good to go. So that's pretty much it for the front entrance. I didn't used to have this cool little wooden bench, and I didn't used to have this cool little wooden thing to put my sunscreen on and hats. It really just started off with a plastic dollar store stool and a couple of plastic command hooks, as well as some baskets from the dollar store, and like that was it. But it did the trick in our first year, and I've kind of just slowly acquired some, you know, wooden items that look a little bit cuter. But what I'm saying is it doesn't have to look super cute. It's about them having access to choosing their own coat between minimal options, to be able to go put away their shoes in a basket, that kind of thing. A place for them to sit to practice how to do all this stuff. I mean, that's really all that it's about. So front entrance is short and sweet. That's pretty much all it is. If you have any more questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below. If you have any pictures of your front entranceway, I'd love to see some inspiration. I just want to take a quick minute to thank everyone for subscribing who has already and who stayed with me. I just hit 100 subscribers and I'm so excited about it. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and I just wanted to take a moment to let you know that it makes me super happy and excited every time I see one more new subscriber in my notifications, and I really appreciate it. So thank you. I will see you in the next video.